All right, Chargers-Seahawks. I love this game. Chargers off the bye. So Chargers are 5-2. They've only lost to the Rams and the Chiefs. No shame there. They should get Melvin Gordon back. On the other hand, though, I remember talking to you early in the year about how, hey, this isn't the Seahawks' old defense because the names have all changed. Yeah, the names have all changed, and it turns out they're a really good defense again with all this new cast of characters. I mean, they're playing great. Russell Wilson's playing well too. They're committed to the run, but Russell Wilson has been very efficient. Not, super big time numbers, but I mean, he's thrown 3 touchdowns each of the last 3 games. He's just been very efficient. I mean, he's only throwing 20 something times a game. And the Seahawks, they're 4-3. They've only played 2 home games so far. And that's as big of a home field advantage as there is in the league, pretty much. Them and the Broncos are the 2 teams that jump out at me. But I love this game. I feel like we're going to find out a lot about one or both of these teams in this game. Like, are the Chargers for real, like a legit Super Bowl contender? Or are the Seahawks, hey, we kind of wrote them off early in the year, and wow, these guys, are going to get a wild card, maybe.
Well, they end the season, the Seahawks end the season with 4 of their last 5 games at home. So it's pretty impressive that they're able to play this well, that happen to go on the road so much. I think everybody kind of underestimated this team this year. I don't think anybody really thought, with the breakup of Legion of Boom and with the lack of on Wilson, I think people – I don't think anybody should be shamed for thinking this Seahawks team is not going to be very good. I mean, there was some talk by some people that they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year.
I agree.
That hasn't. Yep. But what's impressive on offense is that there are no superstars in this team except for Russell Wilson. Like Carson and Mike Davis. They've been good, but they're not outstanding. They're fine. Who's their superstar? Tyler Lockett, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Bobby Wagner's still good.
Yeah, on offense. I mean, on offense, they don't really have.
No, there's not. You're right. I mean, Wilson's it.
Wilson's it. He's been well. I mean, on defense, obviously, Bobby Wagner has been good. Mingo has been pretty solid. There's Frank Clark has 6.5 sacks. He leads the team. But other than that, I mean, this is a team of I don't want to say a team of nobodies, but it's a team that doesn't have any superstars, and somehow they keep winning.
Yeah. And they're running the ball great.
I mean, obviously, this week will be tough.
They've had offensive line issues over the last handful of years, and it seems to be they're straightening it out. I mean, they changed coaching on the offensive line. Maybe that has something to do with it. But the offensive line has been better, and it's let them run. I mean, they're running a lot. And weird, they drafted a running back in the first round. He doesn't play. But, whatever. Chris Carson looks terrific. The line looks good. Like I said, Wilson's been efficient. I love this game. And there are a couple of other marquee-looking games on this schedule that we're going to talk about in a minute. This is just a really good one. I'm looking forward to watching this one. We both have the Seahawks. So, I mean, to me, I like them both. Good home field advantage. I think the Chargers might be a little better team overall. I think they'll be a lot better when Bosa gets back, which hopefully will be soon. Not this week, most likely. But I'm leaning Seahawks here.
Plus, coming off the bye too. Plus, the Chargers coming off the bye, you would think that weighs a little bit in their favor, but I couldn't find myself picking the Chargers here. I just think the home field advantage in Seattle is a little too much, and Seattle's played it a little too well for that to make a difference. And actually, look at this Chargers schedule. Since week 3, they've beaten the 49ers, the Raiders, the Browns, and the Titans. So again, I've talked about this a lot this week, that they haven't really beaten anybody on their winning streak that's any good. Yep. So if they win this week, then it's a different story. But they in my opinion, they still have to prove it because they haven't really played anybody in the last month.
All right. On NFLPickWatch.com, we got 53% of the experts taking the Seahawks, 66% of the fans so far taking the Seahawks.